Hello and welcome to the Ingles table. I'm Smoking Joe Lasher, and today I'm going to show you how to make my Gabriel's Creek fish sandwich. Got everything I need at my local Ingles, so let's get started. And let's get started indeed. I started at the fresh seafood department in my local Ingles, picked up some beautiful cod fillets. They have them every day and they're fresh all the time if they're out on that counter. So today what we're going to make is a Gabriel's Creek fish sandwich, which I feature at my Ingles food experience mobile kitchen at Twin Willows in Mars Hill, North Carolina every week. So what I've done is I've toasted some Kaiser rolls. I've got those ready. I've made a little mountain coleslaw and I've made some pickled red onions, and those recipes will be featured along with this one on the website and in the magazine. First thing we're going to do is I've got a light beer. We're going to make a beer batter. I've got all-purpose flour here. I'm going to add about a tablespoon, a little less, a little more of paprika to that flour and a good pinch of salt. And then we've got any light beer, the cheapest light beer you could possibly find will do. We're going to pour that right in, take our whisk, and we're going to make this beer batter up. I have a little extra flour here on the side. It's going to serve two purposes. One, if we need to thicken this batter a little, we'll just continue to add flour to it. And two, we're going to hit this fish with a little AP flour before we drop it in the oil. Over here I've got just some canola oil heating to about 350 degrees. And I have an instant read thermometer that I like to use, but Ingles also offers in their kitchen supply department, you can find an actual oil thermometer that you could hook on the side of the pan. So we're just mixing this batter to where it's nice. Gonna add a little more to it. Creamy, not too thick, but definitely not too thin. So you see that paprika makes it turn a nice color. One more pinch and we'll be ready to go. All right. So I kind of like that consistency. This batter you can pre-make and it'll set in the fridge up to 4 or 5 days. You just want to add a little beer or add a little flour, whether you want to thicken it up or reduce it. All right, so I'm going to take my thermometer. I want to get this to about 350 degrees, which we are right on that. Cut my heat just a little bit. All right, so I've got a couple of cod fillets here. Like I said, I'm just going to turn it in this flour, and then I'm going to drop it in the batter. Let's go and do a couple more pieces. I'm just going to turn it, and this process helps that batter stick to it just a little bit better. Batter. And here we go. Right into our hot oil. And I like to just give it a second. There. And I don't know if you can see that, but boy, it just starts right away frying to a nice golden color. At this point, when you put this cold fish into that hot oil, it'll cool it just a little so you can kind of watch your temperature with the same temperature gauge. You want to try to keep it anywhere from 325 to 375. All right, so it's been about 3 minutes. I cleaned up just a little. I set up my nice Kaiser roll from the Ingles bakery department. I already toasted these off camera. I use mayonnaise instead of butter. It just makes a nice, beautiful light brown toasting on the bread, and it only takes a couple of minutes. So I've got this fish. Been about 3 minutes. I am going to check the internal temperature on this. We want it to be about 150 degrees internal and not really more than 175 or so, or you've overcooked it. So let's see what we've got here, which is a perfect 156, 160 right there on that piece. So now all there is to it, you can see that was really quick. It takes longer to heat this oil than it does to fry that fish. So we're gonna build the Gabriel's Creek sandwich. So first we're gonna take some of this creamy mountain coleslaw. And if you come see me in Mars Hill, this is what you're gonna get when you order it. So we got some nice creamy mountain coleslaw here. We've got this beautiful, look at that fish fillet, and then I'm going to top that with some red pepper, pickled red onions that I do. They've got a little spice to them, like so. And then I'm gonna lid that. I'm gonna serve it with a slice of lemon and some homemade tartar sauce. And that is the Gabriel's Creek fish sandwich. I want to thank you for cooking along with me today as I prepared this favorite of mine. I love this recipe and I hope you will too. Don't forget to check out the rest of our website where you can find so many more delicious recipes, videos, and more, and I'll see you there.